Obstacles are part of life. Even the smallest successes, like making a peanut butter sandwich, will come with hidden obstacles. Things that just pop up and get in your way toward your outcome. Mike Tyson famously said that everybody has a plan and then you get punched in the mouth. It's how you respond to these obstacles that can make the difference between a life filled with financial and sexual and abundance and happiness, or agony and misery. Now, there's two basic ways that people respond to these inevitable obstacles. The effective way is how Marcus Aurelius described obstacles when he said, "The obstacle is the way." Marcus Aurelius was a Stoic philosopher and a Roman emperor. So what does this mean? The obstacle is the way. Suppose you're a salesperson and you keep getting the objection, "I like the product, I like the price, but I'd like to shop around a little bit." And for some reason, you can't overcome that objection, and that's costing you a lot of sales. So you do some research. You talk to your colleagues. You role play with your colleagues. You watch some videos on YouTube. You practice different ways to overcome that objection. And finally, you overcome that objection. You figure out a way to overcome that objection, and you build that into your sales pitch so the objection doesn't come up anymore, and you make a lot more sales. That obstacle, the objection of "I want to shop around," was a lesson from life telling you what you needed to do to become more successful as a salesperson. The obstacle is the way. Or let's say you'd like to become very seductive with the ladies. You'd like to be the kind of guy who can walk up to pretty much any pretty girl and talk to her, give her a good time, and get a phone number. And so you try that the first time, and she kind of blows you off. And so you think, that didn't work. Maybe I should try something else. So you try a few different things. You hang out with guys that are successful, and you watch them do things. You maybe watch a few videos on YouTube. You read a couple of books, and after a while, you try a bunch of different things, and you're pretty successful now. You can talk to ladies, you're much more confident. That obstacle of that one girl blowing you off was a lesson from the world telling you what you needed to work on. And now that you've overcome that obstacle on the other side, you're much better equipped to achieve your ideal of being able to seduce pretty ladies. This is the effective way to encounter obstacles, to see them as a message from the world, metaphorically, of something you need to learn to continue on your path towards success. This is the most effective way, the Stoic way, but it's not the most common way. The most common way is to get angry at the world for not being as easy as you think it should be, because most people have this model of the world that's not based on any kind of reality. It's not based on any kind of experience. It's based on an idea or a wish of how they think the world should be. So they have this idea in mind of how the world should be. Then they operate within the world, and they don't get what they want. And they realize the world isn't the way they think it should be, and they get angry at the world. The world shouldn't be this way. It should be easy for me to achieve my outcome. And that makes them stuck. And the reason it makes them stuck is because if you decide that the world being broken or the world not being the way you think it should be is the reason you can't get your needs met, then you give up your agency. You're essentially saying, I can't get what I want because the world won't let me. It's not my fault, it's the world's fault. And the world is not going to change. This is a very, very stuck place to be, a very miserable place to be. To try to get something, not get it, and then say it's the world's fault, it's not my fault. And people can come up with all kinds of creative excuses why it's the world's fault, not their fault. And they have no ability to learn new skills to get better results. And so the question is, how do you shift from this mindset over to this mindset? The should mindset to the Stoic mindset. Well, here's a very simple exercise you can do every day that will slowly shift you from this mindset to this mindset. And that is, at the end of the day, look over your day, look at something or find something that happened that wasn't very pleasant. Some unexpected thing that popped up that made you angry at the world. Like somebody cut you off in traffic, or you held a door open for somebody and they didn't say thank you. Or you were in the middle of pitching an idea to your boss, he took a phone call and shushed you out of his office. Or you tried to bring up an important issue with your spouse or partner and they said, can we talk about this later? Something that happened that made you kind of upset and angry. And write down a very vicious should statement. For example, let's say somebody cut you off in traffic. A should statement could be, people shouldn't be assholes. People should be nicer. Some kind of statement like this, people should or shouldn't be X. And come up with a should statement that describes the event, how you felt in the moment. God, shouldn't be assholes. And if you say people shouldn't be assholes, that kind of makes you feel powerless because you can't control other people. So the idea is to take this should statement, people shouldn't be assholes, and try a bunch of different reframes. Instead of people, say I, meaning you. I shouldn't be an asshole. And instead of should, write shouldn't. Or instead of shouldn't, write should. People shouldn't be assholes. People should be assholes. I should be an asshole. I shouldn't be an asshole. And just say each one of these slowly and imagine feeling that at the time of the event. And see which one gives you the greatest feeling of agency. In this particular example, that one would probably be, I shouldn't be an asshole. So instead of the world imposing on you and making you feel stuck, you can reframe that event of the world giving you an example of what not to do. That gives you power. That gives you agency. That makes you feel more in control of your destiny, of your reality. And then relive that moment with a new reframed message. And just think, the guy cut you off, I shouldn't be an asshole like that guy. And that makes you feel much more in charge and less angry and less stuck. If you do this simple exercise every day, you'll slowly shift from getting angry and stuck at the world as a response to feeling in control of the world. This will give you a lot more flexibility, a lot more creativity to solve problems that come up, to overcome obstacles that come up. And eventually, you'll start to not necessarily welcome obstacles, because when obstacles come up, it always will suck. We always would like to have an easier time than a harder time. But when they do come up, you'll be able to step back a little bit, evaluate the situation, then come up with a game plan. And on the other side of the obstacle, you'll feel much better because you'll be much more in charge of your life. You'll have much more skills built in. You'll have a much broader understanding of how the world actually works. And on the other side, you'll be one step closer to your outcome. And you'll start to really, really have a deep appreciation for how you can overcome obstacles. And that will make you very, very attractive, because people that have that deep belief, that deep sensation, that deep belief about themselves that they can handle whatever comes up, those people are very, very attractive. Those are the kind of people we like to be around. Those are the kind of people that girls love to date. Those are the kind of people that men like to hire for their business. The kind of people that have this deep sensation, this deep belief, this deep experience that says, I can handle anything that comes up. It might suck, but I'll figure out a way around it, and I'll be better for the experience. I'll be better on the other side. And on a broader extent, this is the reason why women shit test men. They are programmed by evolution to shit test men, because this is a very quick and easy way to find out how well they handle obstacles. Every woman, deep in her instincts, wants a guy who can handle the obstacles that come up. That makes her very attracted to him if he can handle obstacles. The guys that get angry when they get shit tested, when they say, women shouldn't be told disrespectful, they're becoming less attractive. That response to the shit test makes them less attractive. But guys that just laugh it off, they become more attractive. And this exercise, this daily should exercise, will shift you into the type of person that believes they can overcome any obstacle that comes up. So this takes a couple of minutes every day. It's better if you write this down or type it out, not just kind of think about it in your mind. But do this every day. It takes a couple of minutes maximum, and this will slowly shift you into somebody that believes that you can handle any obstacle. And that will make you incredibly attractive, incredibly charismatic. Your mind about your future will open up. You'll start to see all kinds of opportunities that you didn't even think existed before. So this is a very, very powerful exercise. It is a slow burn. It takes a while. It's not a once and done trick. But try this out and see how well it works. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you'd like to learn more about how to improve yourself, check out the links below. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.